When you think of foods that support the brain, you probably picture nuts, fish, or leafy greens. But there's another humble vegetable that deserves a spotlight for its remarkable ability to nourish the mind. Beets. Yes, those earthy, ruby roots often tucked into salads or juices are more than just colorful. They're natural boosters of blood flow, especially to the brain. And because circulation is the lifeline of brain function, beets may hold one of the keys to keeping your memory sharp and your thinking clear as you age. Why does blood flow matter so much? Because the brain, despite weighing only about 3 pounds, is a demanding organ. It uses around 20% of the body's oxygen and energy, even when you're at rest. Every thought, every memory, every decision relies on a steady stream of oxygen and nutrients carried by blood. When blood flow is strong, neurons communicate efficiently, and memory feels sharp. But when circulation weakens, whether from aging, high blood pressure, or poor diet, the brain suffers. That's when forgetfulness creeps in, focus fades, and long-term decline can set in. Beets directly address this by enhancing circulation where it's needed most. The secret lies in their nitrate content. Beets are naturally rich in nitrates, compounds that the body converts into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide acts like a gentle relaxant for blood vessels, widening them and allowing blood to flow more freely. Think of your circulatory system as a network of highways. Over time, those highways can get congested, slowing down traffic to the brain. Nitric oxide works like a road-expanding crew, clearing lanes and ensuring that oxygen and nutrients reach their destination quickly and efficiently. This means more fuel for neurons and better cognitive performance. Scientific research backs this up. A study from Wake Forest University found that older adults who consumed beet juice had significantly improved blood flow to the frontal lobes of the brain areas responsible for decision-making, memory, and attention. Another trial showed that drinking beet juice before exercise enhanced brain connectivity, essentially making different parts of the brain communicate more effectively. These findings suggest that something as simple as eating beets could mimic some of the benefits of youthful circulation. In other words, beets help keep the brain young by feeding it with the oxygen and nutrients it craves. But beets don't stop at circulation. They're also packed with antioxidants, particularly betalains, which give beets their deep red color. These antioxidants protect neurons from oxidative stress, the damaging process that accelerates aging and cognitive decline. Pair that with folate, potassium, and vitamin C, and beets become a nutrient powerhouse for overall brain protection. What makes beets especially exciting is that their effects can be both long-term and immediate. Long-term, regular consumption builds better vascular health, reducing the risk of dementia and supporting memory. Short-term, even a single serving of beet juice can increase nitric oxide levels within hours, giving a temporary boost in blood flow. Many athletes take advantage of this by drinking beet juice before workouts for endurance, but the same principle applies to brain performance. Imagine sipping beet juice in the morning and feeling sharper during a meeting, or enjoying roasted beets with dinner and noticing better mental clarity that evening. Of course, beets also bring emotional encouragement. For many seniors, the thought of memory decline can feel frightening, but beets are a simple, accessible, and delicious way to fight back. Unlike complicated treatments or expensive pills, beets are natural and affordable. You can grow them in your own garden, buy them fresh at the market, or find them as juice in almost any store. They remind us that sometimes the most powerful tools for health are the ones nature provides most generously. And don't worry if you're not used to eating beets. They're incredibly versatile. Roast them with a drizzle of olive oil for a sweet, earthy side dish. Shred them raw into salads for a crunchy, colorful boost. Blend them into smoothies with berries and bananas to mask their earthy flavor. Or sip beet juice as a refreshing drink. However you enjoy them, each serving is an investment in your brain's future. So the message is clear. If you want to keep your brain young, you need to keep blood flowing. And if you want to keep blood flowing, beets are one of the simplest and most effective foods you can add to your diet. With every bite or sip, you're supporting circulation, fueling neurons, and giving your brain the gift of vitality. Beets are more than just a vegetable. They're nature's way of saying, I'll help you think clearly, remember deeply, and live fully. Now that we know beets can supercharge circulation and bring more oxygen to the brain, the first key move is clear. Make them a daily habit. Just like exercise or brushing your teeth, consistency is what makes the benefits last. Eating beets once in a while may give you a temporary boost, but it's the steady, day-after-day supply of nitrates and antioxidants that truly strengthens brain health. Why is consistency so important? Because blood flow to the brain is not something you can fix in one day. It's a process that needs constant support. Every moment your brain is firing signals, storing memories, and solving problems. That requires a constant delivery of oxygen and nutrients. If circulation slows, even slightly, your brain notices. A regular dose of beets helps keep the pathways wide open, like adding fuel to a fire every day so it never burns out. The first major benefit of daily beet consumption is steady improvement in vascular health. When you eat beets every day, nitric oxide levels stay consistently higher, keeping blood vessels flexible and strong. This is critical for seniors because stiff, narrow vessels are one of the biggest reasons why memory problems and cognitive decline accelerate with age. By giving your body a steady supply of beet nitrates, you keep blood vessels youthful, ensuring that your brain doesn't suffer from slow delivery of oxygen and nutrients. A second benefit is better energy for the brain and body. When your brain receives more oxygen, it doesn't just help with memory and focus, it also boosts overall energy levels. Many seniors complain about fatigue, sluggishness, or feeling mentally drained. Often, this is tied to circulation. Eating beets daily can help you feel more alert and energized, turning foggy mornings into sharper, brighter days. Consistency also helps fight the silent damage caused by inflammation and oxidative stress. The betalains in beets don't just give them their vibrant red color, they fight inflammation in blood vessels and brain tissue. Over time, this daily dose of antioxidants acts like a shield, protecting neurons from slow, invisible damage. Instead of allowing years of oxidative stress to pile up, you're giving your brain daily reinforcements to stay strong. So, how can you realistically build beets into your day-to-day life? The great news is that beets are incredibly versatile. You don't need to eat plain boiled beets every day. There are plenty of delicious options. Start small. In the morning, try adding a splash of beet juice to your smoothie for a natural energy kick. At lunch, shred raw beets into a salad with carrots and cucumbers. For dinner, roast beet slices with olive oil, garlic, and herbs for a sweet, earthy side dish. You can even make beet hummus by blending cooked beets with chickpeas and tahini. If you're busy or don't like cooking, beet juice is a simple option. Studies show that drinking even a small glass of beet juice daily can significantly raise nitric oxide levels. You can buy bottled beet juice at most grocery stores or make your own by blending beets with apples and ginger for extra flavor. Frozen beet cubes, often sold for smoothies, are another convenient way to get your daily dose without the mess. The key is not to treat beets as a sometimes food, but as part of your regular rhythm. Think of them as your brain's daily oxygen booster. With every sip of juice or bite of roasted beet, you're keeping the lifelines of your brain open and flexible. Over time, that adds up to sharper thinking, stronger memory, and more independence. And let's talk about mindset. Many people see memory decline as something inevitable, something they can't control, but adding beets daily shifts that mindset. It's a small act of empowerment away to take control of your brain health every single day. It's not about waiting for problems to appear, but about acting now to prevent them. This gives seniors, especially, a sense of confidence and hope. Instead of fearing decline, you know you're actively doing something to protect your mind. Imagine the difference this habit could make in your life. Picture yourself remembering names easily at a family gathering, following conversations without confusion, and recalling details quickly when sharing stories. These small victories, remembering a phone number, enjoying a lively discussion, feeling confident in your own independence are priceless, and they can be supported by something as simple as eating beets every day. So the first key move is simple but powerful. Build beets into your daily routine. Make them part of breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Drink the juice, roast them, shred them, or blend them, whatever works for you. The important thing is consistency, because when you make beets a habit, you're not just eating a vegetable, you're strengthening the very lifeline that keeps your brain young. We've established that making beets a daily habit steadily supports circulation and fuels the brain with oxygen. Now, let's explore the second key move, pairing beets with the right lifestyle habits to unlock their full power. Because food works best in harmony with how we live. Beets are extraordinary on their own, but when combined with exercise, sleep, hydration, and stress management, their impact on brain blood flow grows exponentially. The first habit that pairs beautifully with beets is exercise. Physical activity by itself is one of the strongest ways to improve circulation. It pumps blood more efficiently, strengthens the heart, and delivers oxygen throughout the body. When you eat beets before exercise, the nitrates are converted into nitric oxide, which widens blood vessels. This means more oxygen-rich blood reaches the muscles and the brain. Research on athletes shows that beet juice before a workout improves endurance and lowers fatigue. But seniors can benefit too. A simple 20-minute walk after enjoying beets can supercharge nitric oxide delivery, giving your brain the double benefit of nutrient-rich food and increased circulation from movement. It's like fueling the car with premium gas and then taking it out for a smooth drive. The second lifestyle partner is sleep. During deep sleep, the brain cleans itself, clears toxins, and consolidates memories. Without enough rest, no matter how much nitric oxide beets produce, the brain can't fully repair itself. When you combine beet intake with quality sleep, you create the perfect environment for the brain to thrive. The nutrients from beets support circulation, while sleep locks in the benefits by giving the brain time to heal. Imagine enjoying a beet salad for dinner, followed by a restful night's sleep. Your brain wakes up refreshed, better fueled, and ready to perform. Another important partner is hydration. The brain is made mostly of water, and even mild dehydration can cause confusion, headaches, and memory slips. Beets, with their natural water content and electrolytes like potassium, help balance fluids in the body. But for the best effect, they need support from proper hydration. Drinking enough water throughout the day ensures that beet nutrients travel smoothly through the bloodstream, reaching the brain without delay. Think of water as the river and beet compounds as the cargo it takes both to deliver the goods effectively. Then there's stress management. Chronic stress floods the body with cortisol, which narrows blood vessels and reduces circulation to the brain. Beets are trying to open up those vessels with nitric oxide, but high stress can work against that process. That's why relaxation techniques, deep breathing, meditation, prayer, or even spending time in nature amplify beet power. When stress levels fall, blood vessels relax, and beet nutrients can do their job. Together, they create an environment where circulation flows freely and memory thrives. Daily life examples show how simple this combination can be. Imagine starting your morning with a beet and berry smoothie. Later, you take a brisk walk around your neighborhood, pumping oxygen through your body while beet nitrates expand your vessels. At lunch, you enjoy roasted beets with olive oil and feta cheese, followed by plenty of water to stay hydrated. In the evening, you unwind with meditation or quiet reading, then head to bed early. Each of these steps supports the others. Beets open the pathways. Exercise pumps the blood, hydration carries nutrients, sleep repairs the brain, and relaxation keeps stress low. Together, they form a powerful recipe for long-lasting brain health. The emotional impact of this pairing is just as important as the physical benefits. Many seniors fear losing their independence as memory fades. Forgetting appointments, misplacing items, or struggling with conversations can feel discouraging. But combining beets with healthy habits sends a different message. You are in control. You're not helpless in the face of aging. You're taking active steps each day to protect your clarity. That mindset alone provides confidence, energy, and hope. Science supports this synergy. In clinical trials, older adults who consumed beet juice before exercising showed increased blood flow to the brain and improved performance on cognitive tasks compared to those who exercised without beets. This suggests that food and lifestyle work best together, amplifying one another's effects. For seniors, the combination is especially promising. You don't need to run marathons or drink gallons of beet juice. Small, consistent actions create meaningful changes. The truth is, you don't need drastic measures to protect your brain. A simple walk, a glass of water, an earlier bedtime, a calm breathing session, and a serving of beets. That's all it takes to build momentum. Over time, those small steps add up to sharper memory, stronger focus, and greater independence. So the second key move is simple. Don't eat beets in isolation. Pair them with movement, rest, hydration, and calm. Together, they create an environment where nitric oxide production thrives, blood flow improves, and the brain stays young. Beets may provide the spark, but your lifestyle is the oxygen that keeps the fire of memory burning bright. We've seen how daily beets boost circulation, and how pairing them with habits like exercise, hydration, and sleep multiplies their effects. Now let's explore the third key move, combining beets with the right foods and weaving them into a joyful, sustainable diet. Because memory protection isn't about one superfood, it's about creating a pattern of eating that your brain can thrive on for years to come. One of the best things about beets is how easily they pair with other foods. They're rich in nitrates, but to maximize their absorption and impact, it helps to combine them with certain nutrients. For example, beets pair wonderfully with healthy fats like olive oil, nuts, or avocado. These fats help absorb fat-soluble vitamins from beets and other vegetables, while also supporting blood vessel flexibility. A salad of roasted beets drizzled with olive oil and sprinkled with walnuts isn't just delicious, it's a brain-boosting powerhouse. Beets also combine beautifully with iron-rich foods, such as beans, lentils, or spinach. Iron helps deliver oxygen through hemoglobin, while beets improve circulation through nitric oxide. Together, they create a 1-2 punch for oxygen delivery. Imagine a lentil and beet salad, or a smoothie blending beet juice with spinach, fueling your brain with both oxygen carriers and oxygen enhancers at the same time. Another smart pairing is with antioxidant, fruits and vegetables. Beets contain betalains, but when you combine them with berries, citrus fruits, or dark leafy greens, you expand the spectrum of antioxidants that fight oxidative stress. Each color of plant food represents different protective compounds. A smoothie made with beets, blueberries, and oranges creates a vibrant cocktail of antioxidants, supporting neurons from multiple directions. And don't forget, protein neurotransmitters, the brain's chemical messengers, are made from amino acids found in protein. Eating beets with fish, eggs, or legumes ensures your brain not only gets better circulation, but also the raw materials to make the chemicals it needs for memory and mood. For example, roasted beets with salmon deliver nitrates, omega-3 south, and protein all in one meal, in unbeatable trio for cognitive function. But the third key move goes beyond nutrients. It's also about building a joyful and sustainable relationship with food. Too many people view healthy eating as a chore or a restriction, but beets help change that mindset. Their natural sweetness makes them enjoyable, whether roasted, juiced, or blended. When you prepare beets in creative ways, beet hummus, beet smoothies, beet chips, you're turning brain protection into something fun and flavorful. That enjoyment is what keeps the habit alive long term. There's also a deep emotional connection between food and memory. Many of our strongest memories are tied to meals, family gatherings, celebrations, cultural traditions. By making beets part of those moments, you're not only feeding your brain, but also creating new positive associations. Picture serving a colorful beet salad at a holiday dinner. Years later, you and your loved ones remember that dish, and the act of sharing it becomes part of your collective story. Beets protect memory not just biologically, but emotionally as well. Cultural traditions also remind us of the wisdom of using food as medicine. In many Eastern European countries, beet soups like borscht have been eaten for centuries, not only for flavor, but also for vitality. By embracing beets today, you're tapping into that heritage, proving that some of the best solutions for modern health challenges have been with us all along. So what's the big takeaway? The third key move is to integrate beets into a balanced, diverse, and enjoyable diet, pairing them with complementary foods and savoring them in ways that bring joy. This isn't about eating beets alone, it's about making them part of a lifestyle that feeds your brain every day. Now, let's step back and look at the full story. Memory is precious. It holds our identity, our independence, and our ability to connect with others. Losing memory feels like losing part of ourselves, but protecting it is possible. The science is clear. What we eat matters, and few foods have as powerful an impact on brain blood flow as beets. By eating them daily, pairing them with supportive habits, and combining them with complementary foods, you create a lifestyle that keeps blood flowing strong, neurons firing efficiently, and memories intact. You're not just eating for today, you're investing in tomorrow's clarity and independence. And here's the best part. It's never too late to start. Whether you're young and looking to prevent decline, or older and wanting to stay sharp, beets can help. Even small steps, adding beet juice to breakfast, tossing roasted beets into a salad, or blending them into a smoothie can create meaningful change. Each serving is a step toward better circulation, sharper memory, and greater independence. So the next time you see those ruby red roots, don't just think of them as vegetables, think of them as brain protectors, blood flow boosters, and memory guardians. Because when it comes to keeping your mind young and your life vibrant, beets aren't just food, they're a gift.